Good morning, everybody, and happy Thursday to you. I hope you are doing well today. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas. Today is Thursday, April 20th. It's 4:20, boys and girls. Did you leave your cookies and milk out for Snoop Dogg last night? Please let me know. Um, I'm so excited that you're here this morning. That was a little nod to my friend celebrating 420 today. I have to thank you first and foremost for the good vibes that you sent yesterday. Um, I shared the end of yesterday's show that I was headed to the doctor's yesterday and really needed some good vibes because y'all, I was in a tizzy. I was in a tizzy about this appointment. And the thing of it is that it wasn't the anxiety that I was experiencing about this appointment wasn't unwarranted. There were things that were said to me several years ago regarding my health that I recognize I gave them a lot of power. I gave them a lot of clout, even though they weren't necessarily like it wasn't proven. Uh it wasn't anything that was like a for sure, but I gave them a lot of power. But I recognize that about myself, that sometimes there we all have those things that are like those triggering words, especially when we've been through something with another family member or somebody else, or something that we've even been through ourselves before. It can be very easy for us to have had that experience, and then we hear something and it triggers something in us, so that when we start to experience our own things on our own journey, it makes it challenging not to go there. And so it was interesting because I'm human like everybody else. I may be the queen of joy. I may come on here, and this is the platform where I share joy and how to find it, how to achieve it. But I'm human, and there are those moments when I'm like, it's a hard one today. It's a hard one today. So the appointment went really well. So I want to thank everybody for sending those good vibes, and I have some things I have to adjust to. I do have to go back in 6 weeks for some continued monitoring, but it's not at all as bad as I thought it was going to be. Plus, the doctor's was fantastic. So highly recommend, if you're in the Groton, Connecticut area, go to In Focus Eye Care in Groton. Dr. Lamoureux is amazing. I have a friend of mine that works there that she'll take good care of you. And it was a really great experience overall. My eyes are a little bit tired today. I'm a little bit twitchy. I promise it's not because it's 420. It's just because it was a traumatizing visit. It was good, but my eyes are super sensitive, and so I'm a little like squinty this morning and whatnot. But it was all good, and I just want to thank you guys for the prayers and the good vibes yesterday. So I'll keep you up to date on the situation. I think it'll be good. What else do we have to talk about today? We're going to continue our AI series this morning. I asked AI, for anybody that's just tuning in now, I asked AI last week to come up with ways that we can experience more joy in our lives, just to see what ChatGPT had to say. And I've taken 4 of those things, and we're going to run with them this week, and we're going to continue to put in those things. The one that we're going to focus on today is kindness is key. ChatGPT was talking specifically about helping others. Yesterday, we talked about connecting with others. Today, we're going to talk about helping others being a great source of joy. And we'll see what AI has to say about that, and if you agree, and if you have anything to add as well. We've also got national days to talk about. In addition to it being 420 Day, it is other days as well. And we've got birthdays to do as well. So let's check in with the chat and see who's joining us this morning. Grand Rising. Happy Thursday. Brittany always has her front row seat, boys and girls. It's reserved. It's like a VIP section just for her. Um, Yes, we know what day it is. Grand Rising, Mandy, good to see you. Yes, happy 420 day. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I appreciate it. I'm working on it. I'm trying to figure out because I've got this ointment that I have to put on my eyes at night now. So I wake up a little like typically I get up in the morning, I do a couple things, and then I get on the show, and then I'll go like do my shower, do other things that I might have to do for the day. Occasionally I'll get all that done first, but lately I've been a little bit more slow in the morning. And so I'm trying to figure out, like, I couldn't do mascara or anything this morning because my eyes are just my eyes are just as they are. Um We definitely all experience that. Brittany said, we all give too much energy or power to something that can be triggering. I'm proud of you for going. That in itself, it is an accomplishment. I thank you for recognizing that. I appreciate that. And I agree. We all have those little things. And that's why I really like anytime a coach, a healer, a leader, anybody says to me like, oh, I never experienced that anymore, or I am completely healed from that. I call utter bullshit on that. Okay. I call complete bullshit on that because the whole concept of healing and growing is a continual effort. It is a choice moment to moment to be healed, to act in a healed way, to move forward. There's no arrival point, right? And so I anytime I hear like, well, I always did this, but now I'm this bullshit. Every day you try, every day it may be easier to try as time moves on. It may be less frequent as time moves on. I'm a hell of a lot less anxious about medical stuff now than I used to be. Rewind 10 years ago, it was 100 times worse. So it really is this like recognizing those little things, those little accomplishments. It's so important. It's so important. Um, I saw a hawk as you said that. That's awesome. I deserve it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's it. Definitely never ending because there's always room for elevation and growth. Absolutely. And they like, look, it's so funny because I've had this happen before where something will come up and I'll be like, um, I thought we worked on this. This is me talking to the universe. Okay. I thought we did this. Like, I thought we worked on this already. But as I think about it, it's a really cool thing because since that first time that it came up, I have had all of this time, all of these new experiences. I have that much more expertise. So it's taking this experience that's, the universe likes to do that to us. God likes to do that to us, to repeat, to see, okay, did you really learn here? But it's taking it to the next level. Now, the first time we experienced it and we had a hard time, it's like, okay, we took that outer skin of the onion off, right? And now we're getting down to that part that makes us cry. now we're crying, cutting off the onion because we're at that next level, because now we have all this more experience, all this more time, all this more expertise coming into repeating that experience again. We are a different person. We are not the same person going into that experience as we were the first time that it happened. So it's really a beautiful thing. I know for the longest time I really took it personally. I'm like, I thought we did this. Why are we doing? But what a privilege it is. What a privilege it is to be able to do it again with fresh eyes. I'm bringing the eyes into it today with fresh eyes. And speaking of fresh eyes, I just want to tell you guys that I'm going to be looking sexy as hell in my bifocals that I'm getting in a couple of weeks. Okay. I'm feeling into my age at this point. Y'all, I'm planning on getting new hair to go with my bifocals. I can't wait to come on and show you. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of these. Just wait, it's coming. Oh my God, I can so resonate. You learn the lesson in depth every time. Like it's this next level peeling off. Absolutely. Thank you guys for chiming in on that. Y'all, I'm silly. This I can't wait for you to see my sexy bifocals. It's gonna be something. Wait for it. I did get a little bit of a new style. They're like I'm excited. Okay. Yes, that's what I'm gonna be playing that song as I come on the screen for the first time when I get my glasses. So it's gonna be so good. All right, listen, you guys. Let's talk about our national days today because we got to get into that. Everybody's celebrating the 420 today. We're going to talk about our national days and then we'll take a break and get into our topic for the day and whatnot as well. So let's do it. National days today. I did mention it is 420 day, April 20th. Every year on April 20th, cannabis producers, consumers, advocates, and those who are just curious have long celebrated 420 day. Once an unconventional day, the day has become the rallying cry of those who seek to legalize marijuana for medicinal and recreational uses. So this is what's interesting. The other day, I live in Connecticut, and the other day I went into a smoke shop with someone, and this is not, they don't sell cannabis in the smoke shop. This is just like your like pipes and paraphernalia and things like that, right? So this was the first time I had been in a smoke shop since marijuana became legal here in the state of Connecticut. And you used to go in those shops, and you know why people go in those shops, right? We know. All right. Yes, maybe some people go in there to roll their tobacco or whatever, but most we know why people go in there. All these years we've known that. But it used to be like you would go in and it would be sort of this whisper of like, if you want to use this for, then you could. Like it was a different feeling. And when I went in there the other day, it was sort of a freeing experience, because as I was listening to the conversations that were happening, people were just like talking about it. Like it was just a free experience. Like people could just talk about who they are, what they do, what they like, and it wasn't anything. It was a very different experience than what it used to be. So listen, I for all of you that are celebrating today, happy 420 day to you. Yes, herb day is what it's gonna be. But it was a cool experience. I just wanted to bring that up. In addition to, I find it no coincidence at all that there are two national food, well, three, but one doesn't. I mean, it's weird. But I'll share it with you anyway. Food days today, because when you celebrate 420, now you're hungry, right? So now that you're hungry, it is National Cheddar Cheese Fries Day. Everybody, National Cheddar Cheese Fries Day. Do you like loaded fries? I love any kind of potatoes. We've had this conversation, but it is National Cheddar Fries Day. So you celebrate 420, you have your cheddar fries, and when you are done, you're going to celebrate with some dessert, because it is also National Pineapple Upside Down Cake Day. Do you like the pineapple upside down cake? Let me know. Raise your hand. Raise your hand in the audience if you like the let me know if you like pineapple upside down cake day. It's gonna be a good one. And then, because now you're so high and you're so full from the cheddar cheese fries and the pineapple upside down cake, that now you don't care, so you can celebrate National Lima Bean Respect Day. Now you're too high to care, is what the situation is. All right. National Lima Bean Respect Day gives the humble lima bean its due. When cooked, fresh lima beans have a creamy texture. However, dried lima beans, once cooked, serve up a bad reputation due to their graininess. There are ways to achieve smooth, buttery lima beans using dried beans. Oh, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Now you don't care. You don't care. It's what it is. So let me know if you'll be celebrating any of those Food days. It is also Get to Know Your Customers Day. I love that. Getting to know your customers on a different level. It is National High Five Day. Everybody give me a high five in the chat. Here we go. High five to you on this National High Five Day. It is National Look-alike Day. It celebrates those who look like another person. There was a website, you guys, and I can't remember what it is. If I can find it, I'll drop it in the chat maybe another day. But there's a website where you can put in your picture and it scans your face, and if anybody else is registered on the website that has the same features as you, it pulls up. I did that one time and this girl pulled up. Where the hell was it? It was not my state. It was like, I don't know. It was like in Illinois or I don't know, somewhere. And it scared me when it came up because we looked so similar. That was an old picture. I think I'm gonna, but it scared me. Like it came up. I was like, oh God, that's not me. That's So this is why I'm not a twin, because I would be completely obnoxious. It's what it is. Finally, you guys, it is Volunteer Recognition Day. Volunteer Recognition Day is the annual celebration of those who selflessly benefit the lives of others by providing a helping hand to those in need, humans and animals alike. We are all naturally working toward making the world a better place. I love that. And that's actually going to tie in to our AI chat today. We are asking AI today, create 5 ways that helping other people, volunteering, and being kind can increase our overall sense of joy. So we're going to take a quick break and we're going to bring AI into the picture in just a minute. We'll be right back after this.
Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home, where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com.
That's www.thebreakthroughshow.com or thebreakthroughshownetwork.com. And I also want to remind you about our new URL that I'm super excited about. This URL will take you directly to our Discord community, www.thebreakthroughshownetwork.club. thebreakthroughshownetwork.club. I wanted something easier for me to remember to be able to send people to our Discord community. So definitely join us in there. We have our Soul Saturday morning coffee that is typically open to supporters. It's open to everybody the first Saturday of the month. So highly recommend that you join us and have some fun with us. Thank you to my lovely assistant off the screen. Okay, so we have to get back to our AI conversation this morning. For anybody that's new to jumping into what we've been talking about this week, I shared with you my mind-blowing experience that I had with ChatGPT last weekend where it concerns my business. I really saw it I was completely closed off to it. And then when I tried it, I was like, oh my God, this is going to clear up so much time for me to spend more time with my family, to do more things that I love to do instead of the stuff behind the scenes that I don't really like to do. So my mind was blown, and I decided to have some fun this week. And I asked AI, give us some, how we can experience, give me ways that we can experience more joy and happiness in our lives. And it came up with several things. I chose 4 for us to talk about this week. Yeah, we've already talked about practicing self-care, connecting with others, and today we're talking specifically about helping others. Now, when I asked ChatGPT what that meant, it said helping others can be a great source of joy and happiness. Volunteer in your community, donate to charity, or simply do something kind for someone else. I love that. So today, I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and we are going to ask the chatbot, we're going to ask GBT to create 5 ways that helping other people, volunteering, and being kind can increase our overall sense of joy. There it goes. It's getting started. Let's warm up and see what it has to say. As usual, as I read these different points, if you agree with the number that we're on, put that number in the chat. So if we're on number 1 and you like it, you love it, you want some more of it, put that number in the chat. All right, here we go. Number 1. ChatGPT says that helping other people, volunteering, and being kind can increase feelings of gratitude. When we help others, we often gain a greater appreciation for the blessings in our own lives. This can lead to increased feelings of gratitude and contentment, which in turn can contribute to a greater sense of joy. I love that. So increased feelings of gratitude, it talks specifically in this example about when we help others, we gain a greater appreciation for the blessings in our own lives. But I also think, like, if we're helping someone else and they're really struggling, that can definitely give us a greater appreciation for, you know, that we're able to help them, which kind of leads into number 2. ChatGPT says that helping other people, volunteering, and being kind can lead to an increased sense of purpose. Helping others, volunteering, and being kind can give us a sense of purpose and meaning in our lives. When we feel like we are making a positive difference in the world, we are more likely to experience a sense of fulfillment and joy. I love that. And I think there's so many of us in the leadership, personal, spiritual development, healer communities who really desire that hefty sense of purpose. We desire that feeling of knowing that we helped someone. And I've talked about this before. There is nothing wrong with desiring that feeling. There's a lot of people that will tell you it's not about you, it's about the other people. Yes and no. I think that these experiences that we have I think we're meant to be on this planet to feel good. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to feel good and wanting to feel that incredible sense of purpose. So definitely don't feel bad about that. If you are, helping, volunteering, and you want to feel that sense of purpose, I think that's very human and very normal to desire to feel that. All right, so make sure you're putting a 1 and a 2 in a chat if you agree with those things. Connection with others. When we help others, we have the opportunity to connect with people from different backgrounds and experiences. These connections can bring us a sense of joy and belonging as we feel like we are part of a larger community. And I will add, it also gives us an opportunity to learn to honor, respect, and find joy in people that are different than us. People that are different, cultures that are different, families that are different. It gives us the opportunity to do that. We just have to be open to it. If we come into these connections with others, like we talked about yesterday, closed-minded and going my way or the highway sort of feeling, we close ourselves off to the opportunity to really connect with others, and that their way may be just as good as ours. And it gives us something new to learn, which ties into other things we talked about yesterday as well. So that was number 3. Number 4, ChatGPT says positive emotions. Engaging in acts of kindness, volunteering, and helping others can elicit positive emotions such as happiness, joy, and contentment. These emotions can have a ripple effect on our overall sense of well being, leading to a greater sense of joy in our lives. Love that. Love that. We like, look, when we get to experience more of those positive emotions, happiness, joy, contentment, just like we talked about before, that sense of purpose. When we experience the tough things that can sometimes come when we help others, sometimes those when we volunteer, or when we go to help others, they're not easy situations. And it can be really easy for us, especially if we're empathetic people, to get sucked down into the difficultness that are those challenging situations. But if we're leaning into that joy of being able to help, the gratitude, the happiness of being able to help, then we can kind of counteract some of those challenging feelings that come up. So positive emotions is number 4. Number 5 is improved self-esteem, which kind of ties into that number 2 a little bit, that sense of purpose. When we help others, we can feel a sense of pride and accomplishment, which can boost our self-esteem. This can lead to a greater sense of confidence and joy in our lives as we feel more capable and valuable as individuals. How many of us out there likes to feel valued? Raise your hand if you in the audience like feeling valued, appreciated, needed, heard. Raise your hand out there if you enjoy feeling those things. I think the majority, I would be hard pressed. Maybe there's like a 0.0001% of humanity that doesn't want to be valued. I think most of us want to be valued. Carrie Brunton and I, on My Way on Tuesday night, touched on this very briefly as we were talking about specifically the LinkedIn platform. And I shared with her very candidly that I've struggled with being on LinkedIn throughout the last few years of my entrepreneurial journey, because I know I need to be there, because I want to be working with entrepreneurs, and business people. But it's been a challenging place for me to be, because you're surrounded on LinkedIn often by people who have master's degrees, PhDs, who have started 25 nonprofits, and I didn't graduate college. And so I struggled with feeling like I was able to provide value on that platform. I'm working on that, definitely better than it was, but I felt that need. I shared that on Tuesday. I felt that need to be of value, and it's hard to feel of value sometimes. And so when we help other people, we kind of know we're being valuable. Okay. So I think that's another thing, just like that sense of purpose, that and wanting positive emotion and wanting to feel gratitude, that it's okay and it's normal to want to feel those things of feeling valued. So I love those 5 things. Please let me know if you enjoyed those five things from ChatGPT this week, or today, about volunteering, helping people, and being kind to increase our overall sense of joy. Thank you, AI, for doing those things. I'm going to go back, scroll through the comments. Everybody's agreeing with a lot of the different things. Love it, love it, love it. Trying to... Am I an alien? Number 3, what was number 3? Number 3, connection with others. Oh yeah. When the aliens come down and be like, what do we have in common? let's learn about it. Let's see. Susan said, since I have retired, I miss the connections I had with my clients. Yeah, I could absolutely see that. And there's a real thing with people. I've had conversations with my dad, who is technically supposed to be retired, but not. My dad is a Navy veteran. He was in the Navy for 23 years as a senior chief. And then he retired, retired, and went to work at the electric company, and then retired and, and started playing Santa Claus, and now is playing Santa Claus and doing handyman jobs for the people around where he lives. And so I think in a sense, like, he's like, I couldn't just sit. Like, I mean, I can, but I don't know. Like, I see that in people, Susan. So I totally get that. um I agree, Mandy. Like, and it's a thing where I'm like, we're talking about the LinkedIn thing. It's really like, when I remember first going on there and being like, who are you to be here? Like, and really not giving myself credit for any of the things, any of the things any of the things at all. But I was been a work in progress with that one, and so it's cool to be like intentionally working through that. The way you carry yourself and love and do for, I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me, Mandy. Thank you. That's something a degree won't teach or give you. That's just your heart. I appreciate that, really. And I like, it can be challenging for us in this world where everybody's like, you got to have a degree, you got to have, even in the world of entrepreneurs, you have to have a mastermind program, you have to have $10,000, $100,000 clients, you have to do this, that, and whatever. And when they say you have to insert whatever here, even if it's not a conscious thing, a lot of times in our subconscious, we're like, oh, I don't fit that. So does that mean I'm not? So does that mean I'm not worthy enough, valuable enough? Does that mean I'm not an entrepreneur? Does that, like, I've heard people I've heard people that are like, who have said, if you're not making money in your business is just a hobby. Now, I know what they're talking about, and I agree to a point. However, what does that say to the folks who literally just started yesterday and haven't made a penny yet? Or maybe they're in their first 6 months, year, whatever, of their business, and they're not profitable yet. What does that say to them when we say that? If you're telling them, oh, it's just a hobby, you should quit. You should not even try for it to get profitable. That we've somehow put some kind of timeline on things. I was very, very adamant when I started my business that my family was always going to come first, period, end of story. And if that meant that my business grew at a turtle pace, then that's what it was going to do. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it growing slowly. I'm okay with having to do things differently. I'm okay when I'm in the middle of a meeting, if I have to say, please hold on just 1 second. I have my daughter literally staring at me on the stairs right now. 1 second, please. I'm okay with that. If they're not good with those things, then I'm not the person for them. Like, it's good. But I don't like this idea of some of the things that we say to people, because it really doesn't create the space for them to grow and become something amazing, because we're putting some kind of box and timeline on them, and it just doesn't feel good. Just doesn't feel good. We meant to switch up the game and teach people they can. Absolutely. Just showing up shows others who also don't have degrees that they can do it. Absolutely. And that's something else I've thought about as well, Susan. It's a great point. And something I didn't think about at the beginning when I was feeling all of those things was, what if I can show up for the other people and carry myself in a way that says, you don't have to be it doesn't have to be Dr. Jessica Dugas in order for people to learn from you. It's BS. It's BS. Mandy said, I'm going through that, but my passion is bigger than that. I agree. Foundation is everything and builds solid businesses and relationships. Absolutely. You got to do what you got to do. It's definitely not a hobby. I'm doing this on my own, Brittany says, with no help. I started with nothing. Over the last 2 years, I've made such a progress. Great things take time. That is all. Absolutely. Like I said, I understand the sentiment behind it's just a hobby, but I think when we hear that, when we share that with people who are just starting out, it's a discouraging phrase for a lot of people. And I think that there are some people who may not be out to, I mean, look at the work that Mother Teresa did. Could you imagine the disservice that would have been done to the world if Mother Teresa said, I can only take $10,000 clients? That's all I'm going to leave you with today. It's time to do birthdays, you guys. It's time to do birthdays before I get on that pedestal. All right, you guys. So in the celebrity world, a certain fine actor, Shamar Moore, has a birthday today, you guys. I can't, because now he's in my head. Shamar Moore, happy birthday to you, my dear. Also, Tan France, you guys might know him from Queer Eye, has a birthday today. Jessica Lange, actress for a long time, has a birthday today. Luther Vandross has a birthday. Always and forever, each moment with you. It's just like a dream to me that somehow came true. Everybody, every day, love me your own special way. Oh my God, I'm gonna have a happy birthday, Luther Vandross. I wish he was still on this planet. I would have loved to see him in concert. But happy birthday to him. Little throwback here. Joey Lawrence has a birthday today. You might remember him from Blossom, amongst other things. Carmen Electra from Baywatch has a birthday today. Andy Serkis, I never know if I'm saying his name right. He played Gollum in the Lord of the Rings series, among other things. And the celebrities in my life, two people. Number one, Lonnie Robinson was amazing in the business development world, and he passed away a couple of years ago, complications from COVID-19, and we certainly miss him. I miss him every time I think about Steve Gamlin, who you guys are going to see on the One Show tomorrow, and so happy birthday to him. Also, my good friend Mary Collins, who helped me with my glasses yesterday, and we were the best of friends back in school days, high school days. And I just want to say thank you so much, my friend. And I wish you the happiest of birthdays today. And it brings me lots of joy to think about memories with you. And that's all. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry today. Everybody listen to some Luther. We're having some moments out here in the audience today, okay? Let's get our birthday song on, you guys. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shamar Moore, Tan France, Jessica Lange, Luther Vandross, Joey Lawrence, Carmen Electra, Andy Serkis, Lonnie Robinson, and Mary Collins. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all those that are celebrating today. Wishing you an amazing day. You could celebrate lots of things today. Your birthday, 420 day, cake day, pineapple upside down cake, cheese fries. And then you had such a great day, you can go for those lima beans. Okay, that's what you're gonna do. Listen, guys, tomorrow we're gonna do our final part in the series. We've talked about practicing self-care. We've talked about connecting with others, helping others. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about cultivating a positive mindset. And there's no better place to do that than on Fun Friday on Project Joy Live. We are going to have a special guest tomorrow. I want to remind you of something really important. I need a favor, you guys. I need you guys to go click this button. I'm trying to get the link for you so I can put it in the chat really quick. I need you to click this button, but I also need you to share this out, okay? Kevin Kiley has an amazing new song coming out. This is so inspirational, guys. It's coming out tomorrow, like tonight at midnight, all right? Go pre-save the song. at the link that I shared there in the chat and share that link out with people. Would you do that for me? This song is so inspirational. Like I said, it's called Climbing. I've been so honored to work on things behind the scenes for Kevin with his social media and also and promotion of the song, doing a lyric video and all of that. But it is so, you're gonna cry when you when you hear this song. Kevin's going to be joining us for Fun Friday tomorrow as well, so we're looking forward to that. We are going to do finish our series tomorrow, have some fun, little shenanigans, and we're going to have a great time. Thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you for participating in what has been a little experience this week as we've asked AI to join us for these conversations. And I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Bye.